Hi there, friends. Welcome to the Joy of Gaming. Today I've got a very special episode planned, something real nice I think you're really going to enjoy. So today we're going to be playing Fallout 4, and as you can see, I've already made myself pretty comfy here. Just having a good old time, enjoying this nice little twilight, the Commonwealth, and I got something very special planned today. I'm not going to quite tell you what it is just yet. You're going to have to trust me on this one, but we're going to be going. We're going to have to take a little bit of a walk to get there, but I think by the end, I think you're really going to have a good time with this. So as you can see, we're just here up in the Red Rocket Settlement. It's one of my favorites. Love building on it. Love making a nice little home for myself here. Look at that. I'm just jumping around. I'm so happy. Just having such a good time here. And of course, we're just on top of it. Down here is where, this is where we take residence, of course. As you can see, we're going to be taking Curie with us today. I wanted to have a little companion, a friend with us, and look at this. Even got some Santa armor for her. I imagine that Curie really likes Christmas, so I decided to give her some little Santa armor. I just thought that would be real cute. I think she would like that, so we're going to be bringing Curie with us. It's going to be a good old time. Kate, right now, she's a little tuckered out. She's been having a long day. She's been working in the garden lately. Look at this. Look at this. She's been doing such a good job. She's got carrots growing over here, got some mut fruit or mute fruit, depending on how you like to pronounce it. That's okay, though. That's okay that Kate's going to be staying behind because Kate has dog meat with her. And I think they're just going to have a nice little time while we go out on a little walk, going who knows where. So I suppose without further ado, we should probably get going. Just thought I'd show off the settlement a little bit. Nice little workshop I got here. I love coming back here. One of my favorite places to be. And I just wanted to start out here, share it with y'all, because I thought you might enjoy that. And we got a little fountain over there. Look at that. Look at that. You can see the sun's starting to come up. So I think now is as good a time as any. We're just going to go ahead. We're just going to head out. We're going to turn off our Pip-Boy flashlight. Say hello to our friend, the Quantum Ragstag here. Looks like he's having a good old time. I'll tell you what though, he's real scary. Reminds me of that monster in that movie, The Ritual. For those of you who've seen that, if you haven't seen it, I really recommend it. It's really an excellent horror movie. I think that any of y'all listening to this, I'm thinking about some of you right now, just off the top of my head. I think you might really enjoy that movie. But as you can see, we're just taking a nice little walk here. We're not getting too carried away. We're just having a good time. Just taking a nice little walk through the Commonwealth, and it may be hard to see because of the lighting right now, but oh, hang on there. I see you, troublemaker. Look at that. He was trying to sneak up on me. He was trying to pull a fast one on me. I'm afraid there are no pranks here today. You are just going to have to sit over there, think about what you were about to do. Just have a seat. Anyways, as I was saying, I've even got a little special outfit I decided to put on today just for this event. Because as some of you may know recently, we passed 4,000 subscribers, and I think that is just wonderful. I think that is just fantastic. So I wanted to make a nice little vault suit in dedication of it. I call it the Vault 4 suit. You can't really see the number right now because of the way it's got it, but I promise you it's there. And I figured, the purple with the blue backpack, be a nice little Joy of Gaming colors that we got on. We're just having a good old time celebrating 4,000 subscribers together. Anyways, we're going to pick up the pace here. I know I've been talking a whole lot. I just can't help myself sometimes, though. I'm just so happy, and I got so much good things about life I want to share with y'all. And I invite you to leave a comment telling me about the good things going on with you too. I hope that you're doing well. Whoever you are that you're listening to this, whenever you're listening to this, it could be 50 years in the future for all I know. You could be riding around in flying cars and who knows what. Who knows what the future holds.
I have so much data on the world before the atom bombs. I fear I may have to delete some of it to store my new observations.
Oh, Curie. Curie's learning about forgetting. Ain't that just interesting to think about? Look at this, though. What a clearing. As you can see, I do have a few mods installed, and one of them is the greenery mod that turns the Commonwealth into a nice, lush green environment. I think it does so much to elevate the already good atmosphere here. Really love this mod. I think the modders who made this just did an excellent job. I think they did a really good job putting this together. I will tell you, the Fallout modding community, they have done some amazing things. Like Fallout London, I still got to check out Fallout London. I hear it is just the bee's knees. I hear it is just one of those, just a really great mod. All kinds of content to play around with. Just a good old time. I gotta check that out someday. But for now, I'm content. We're just gonna be doing our little walk here. We're just going through, enjoying ourselves. I turned Fallout 4 into a walking simulator. Some of y'all are gonna hate me. But I'll tell you what, it's such a good time just to sit back, take it all in, admire the artistry. Here, we got a little capsized bus over here. I wonder if there's anything. Probably nothing. Probably nothing, but it's always worth a look. Got a first aid kit right here with some stem pack and Rad-X, always nice.
Can move at all.
As you may have noticed based on Carrie's comment there, and based off the fact that my AP meter has been going down as I move, I am overburdened right now. I've got a lot. I'm holding on to it for all of you, because, I've invited you out here as my guest. You don't need to be holding on to all that stuff. I got it, taken care of just fine. Don't even worry about it. I appreciate the offer, though. Look at here, though. Look at this little creek right here. Such a nice little area, even with all the stuff going on over there. Although, then again, might need to be careful about that. I hear there's some, I hear there's some real troublemakers up in that neck of the woods. So we're gonna go ahead. Tell you what, I like this creek here, but we're gonna move right along. We're gonna go down here. We're gonna head south because I got a very specific spot in mind. I like to think that some of y'all are wondering, oh, what's it gonna be? We're gonna get there when we get there. Look at, we got a fella right here just out and about. I mean, you picked an interesting place to set up camp, friend, but it's also not much of a camp. You doing all right?
Excuse me.
Oh boy, you may want to keep your distance.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. It's just, well, I think I ate a bad can of meat.
Oh, what's going on there, friend?
Okay, maybe it was 3 cans. Seemed pretty tasty at first, but now it's got my guts all in a twist. And, well, you can probably smell it from there. Longneck Lukowski's canned meat my ass. Longneck Lukowski's canned poison, more like it. Here, have the rest of it. I'm never touching the stuff again as long as I live. Assuming I live through the day. Ugh. And if you happen to see that Lukowski, tell him I hope he dies in a goddamn fire. Oh, God. Sorry. Probably better if you get going. If it's anything like last time, it's about to get kind of messy.
Well, I absolutely feel for you, friend. We've all been there. You just have that wrong bite of food, and all of a sudden you are just having a heck of an evening. I totally understand, friend. I hope you do well. Take care. We're going to go ahead and head this way. We don't want to be around when that stinky hits, that's for sure. Definitely don't want that. So let's go ahead. Let's just move up here and look at this. Look at this nice area right here. We can just step out, sit on a log. We can just sit on a log. Look at this. I'm just going to sit down like that. I'm going to sit down here at the end, actually, because I want to be able to look out at this beautiful view right here. Curie, you done jump scared me there. You got me real good. Look at this. We got Brahmin out here. What are you doing out here, friends? What on earth do you got going on? I wonder if... Okay, they didn't keep it. I remember in Fallout 3, you could go Brahmin tipping. Just give them a big old push. But I guess they took that out. Probably for the better. Yeah, we ain't got no reason to be mean to these old Brahmin. They're just out here. They're living their lives. They're just doing them. Hi there, friend. What's your name? Or names. Would it work like that? I'm afraid I don't. I'm afraid I don't quite know. What a majestic creature. Anywho, we're going to go ahead and keep going south here for now. We'll take a look at our Pip-Boy map, actually. So we're actually going to want to go ahead. We're going to want to cut through probably about here, right below the rotten landfill. Probably going to need to stay low. So let's go ahead and let's go down here to this road. Oh man, what a view. Even with everything in ruins. Nature thrives, life goes on. Mother Earth continues to thrive. That's the most important thing. Making sure that dear old Mommy Earth Chan can keep on going. It's the most important thing we could ever worry about. And it looks like she's doing alright. As much as we've done, as many little mistakes as we've made, little wrong turns we've made, Earth is still doing alright. I guess you could say that life, that's right, it finds a way. Oh, what's this? What we got here? Enclave soldier. Oh no, those are some real rabble rousers. We gotta do something. We can't just let them go walking freely. They're trouble. They are big, big trouble.
I wonder if the data I'm collecting will serve any purpose.
Enclave sympathizers will be like, no, no, they're just expressing their political opinion. Why do you have to make it an issue of right versus wrong? Well, friend, I'll tell you. It's because they're wrong. Look at that. Little troublemakers. All the lot of you. I'm just going to take those. Thank you. And continue about my merry way. Let's see. About where are we? Okay, good, good. We're in a good spot here. So let's go down here. Now, some of you who are familiar with this particular neck of the woods, you may know that there's a certain community around here, but we're actually going to be avoiding them for the time being. I don't want to be... There's definitely a whole lot of story that can go on over there, but I don't think that I'm quite ready to go down that road yet. I think for now we're just going to be heading this way. Let's see, where's... Oh, there she is. Even got Christmas colors on her gun. I don't know. I imagine that Curie loves Christmas. Just one of those things I like to imagine. I don't know. She's a little bit of an oddball, so I think she could be a Christmas enjoyer. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, that is just unfortunate. It's a gunner mercenary. So, you know, wasn't the nicest guy in the world, but all the same. Let's get you over here out the road. You too, friends. Can we... I'm afraid you're just a little bit too heavy. I'll tell you what, though. We're going to respect them. We're going to take their parts, as much of them as we can. We're going to take them with us. Just like the Americans used to. Just like the Americans. And, oh, almost missed my turn. Look at that. We almost went off in a completely different direction. Although, then again, looky there, over there. We got a caravan coming through. You know what? Let's go ahead. Let's just say hi, see what they got for us.
Hey,
Got the best armor in these parts.
Lucas Miller.
Let's see what you got.
Let's see what you've
Plenty of
got.
stock. Take your pick.
Let's see. Well, you got 20,000 caps there, friend. Looks like you're doing pretty good. I'll look through your stuff. Maybe I'll pick something up. Who knows? You know what? I always like the backpacks. Let's go ahead and grab a backpack. Just why not? You know what? I feel like I can pull it off. I'm gonna get the bowler cap. Some of y'all probably thinking, Loveless, there ain't no way you're about to pull off a bowler cap, but I'll tell you what, I think I might just. Pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Miller. Let's go ahead, let's head back to where we're going now. And hey, if he ever wants to stop along, he can sure do that, because we're going to be going down here. You might see those walls built up there. And you might have figured it out. That's right, friends. We are going to be building ourselves a settlement today. That's right, we've got a whole settlement just waiting to be built. We had such a nice, lovely walk, such a nice sunrise, but our day is officially beginning. But first, gotta take care of some business. Well, I got that one over there, that's for sure. I think Carrie done took care of that one. Alrighty, let's see. Got one up there. Looks like, oh, I see you. You're not sneaking up on me, Skeeter.
Continued hostilities is not advised. Your pulse and
Always
blood
love that
pressure
sound
is
effect.
an acceptable
That
parameter.
burn. So cool. Love to see. So yeah, looks like we're here now. And we've done cleared it out, so I suppose there's not much else but to do to get to work. Oh, that poor Brahmin. Poor fella. If only I could pick him up and put him away. Well, I'll tell you what. We got a workshop here. We can make some magic happen. Who knows? Let's go ahead and deposit. I had a lot of scrap on me now. You can see I was carrying quite a bit. It was starting to get pretty heavy, but I was able to do all right, if I do say so myself. Let's go ahead. Let's just start clearing things out, one at a time. Just keep on clearing things out. It's going to be a lot of the early work, of course, but that doesn't mean we don't got plenty left after that. We just got to do a little bit of work first. That's okay. Just like anything worth having, you just got to work at it for a little bit. But soon enough, you'll find yourself just having a good old time, having made something really amazing. And getting to do it with my friends, like all of you today, just means the world to me. Just a wonderful little time we're going to have together. I see a little car down there. I definitely want this spot to be as cleared out as possible, because we got something big we're going to be putting there. Looks like we're doing pretty alright. That skeleton might be a little bit of an issue, but let's clear out these center blocks. I can hold my breath real long, as you can tell. I mean, y'all already know I can talk forever, so I gotta have a good pair of lungs. You know me. And for those of you who don't, well, it's really nice to meet you, and I hope that you have as good of a time with me as I'm having with you. I'm gonna go ahead and clear out these lamps too. They're all broken. We don't need no broken things here. We're even gonna be clearing out this concrete like that. Let's get this door unlocked. Don't tell anyone I know how to pick a lock.
Got it. Too
Might get
bad.
me in trouble.
I keep thinking if I forget to do this, no more curry. And suddenly,
Oh, poor Curie's having a little bit of a crisis there. Learning about death and whatnot. And it's definitely scary. I definitely understand how, things like death can seem real scary, but come to find out, it's just another part of life. Let's go ahead and keep that door open for now. Hopefully Curie doesn't go and close it. Hopefully she don't be causing no trouble. She's a little prankster sometimes, Curie. You gotta look out for her. Always gotta look out for her. And right now, I'm just imagining all the little things we can build here, the context for the world that we're making here. Just having a wonderful time. Just letting my imagination run wild. That's what I hope all of you are doing today. Just letting your imagination run wild and think to yourself, maybe we could put that here. Maybe we could put something else here. Who knows? That's part of the fun. As a matter of fact, I hope that perhaps some of you are playing Fallout 4 right now, or maybe a game kind of like it, some kind of building game. Maybe you're playing Minecraft, or what's that one game called? Stardew Valley? I'm afraid I never played it, but I hear it's a really good time. And I hope any of you that might be playing today, I hope you're having a really good time with it as well. We're going to go ahead and clear out that door. That one was all broken. We don't really need that. Don't need no broken doors. At least we want as few of them as possible. A little weed whacker out here. Tell you what, let's go ahead and let's replace that door as well. We're just going to be replacing everything. Got some brain fungus growing here. Definitely want as little of that as possible. Not something you like to see growing inside your house, I'll tell you that. Tell you that for a nickel. We're just clearing out everything. Some of you might be thinking, oh, you should make use of, the bedding, the wood. And I get that, I do, but I just got so much planned that I want to do. I want to be able to show all of you today, so I don't know. Poor Mary Sutton. I didn't know, Mary.
have you found something interesting?
But gonna learn a little bit about her today. Let's go over here to our MISC tab. Let's see. Mary Sutton? It's in alphabetical order, is it not? It's not Margaret's note, is it? I done lost the note and I just picked it up. I thought I thought it said Mary's note, but guess I was mistaken. Oh well, I'm just being a little bit silly, just getting a little bit lost in the sauce there. It's no problem. Let's go ahead, clear out all this. I ain't too worried about, undoing the locks or anything. We're just here to build and have ourselves a good time. Let's go ahead, clear all that out. Take some of this brain fungus just so we can get it off the wall. Let's go ahead. We're gonna be clearing out all this. Definitely don't want giant skeeters in our new little home, that's for sure. Let's throw that out in the water. Heck, maybe we'll attract some mirelurks or something that we can fish for, get a little bit of extra meat, you know? Nice little start to this here settlement. Go ahead and toss this feller out. He's real trouble. He is nothing but trouble. Just like the whole lot of them. I already see you, friend. Tell you what, you're gonna be... Oh, come here, you. Come on now. No sense fighting. Tell you what. Curie, I'm gonna... Curie, I need you to scoot out the way right now. Good.
Move here.
One of my
There you go.
duties is to serve.
You ever have a problem that you just can't get rid of? Just shoot it with an explosive minigun. That is some sage advice, friends. Just be listening to it. Take your notes. Got a clipboard, a pen and paper. Some, just anything you need. I tell you what, I'm gonna get you out there, little fella. There we go. Look at that. Plop. Right down in the water. Never stood a chance. I'll tell you what, we're gonna get that stuff out of here as well. Definitely don't want that. Definitely don't want any of that. That is just nasty. Just nasty. Let's get all that out of there. It's a bit of work, but it's worth it. It's worth it to have a nice home. Always worth it to have a nice home. If you have any chores that you may have been, shirking, may have not been doing, it's always a good time to do it. Better late than never. And speaking of better late than never, I'll tell you what, we've been recording for about 22 minutes here, so I've been going for a little while now. That's not to say we're anywhere near done. Oh no, we're on episode 10. We're going to be taking our time with this one. However, always got to remember to regularly do your stretches, drink yourself some water. So let's go ahead, let's pull up our Pip-Boy just so that we're safe. We can hide behind the screen. That way the monsters don't get us. So let's go ahead, let's stand up. Just have a nice stretch. And while we're doing that, let's go ahead and take ourselves a drink of water. I ain't got too much left here. I'm going to have to refill it soon, but that's okay. I'll drink from what I got. Alrighty. So we've done cleared out just about everything. I don't want to do wrong by Mary. I'm thinking that I'm gonna want to give her a bit more of a proper burial. Oh, sorry about that. That may not have been the nicest thing I could have ever done. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead. Let's lay her out. I know we can't actually do no digging here, of course. There's only so much we can physically do in the game, but I'll tell you what, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna say we buried her out here. Nice little spot, respectable burial. In our community, we'll remember Mary Sutton as we go on.
Let me see and scan as many indigenous life forms as possible. It is important for science.
Curie wanting to do her little science scanning. So adorable. Who doesn't love Curie? Curie's just a wonderful little person. Just a wonderful little person. If a cinnamon roll could be a person, Curie would be that cinnamon roll. Or that person. Just gotta love her. Let's go ahead. We're almost done with all the skeeter parts here. I know they call them blood bugs in the game, but where I grew up, those are skeeters. I even remember one time. I'll never forget. I used to watch the Sci-Fi Channel. A little something about Loveless here for y'all. I used to watch the Sci-Fi Channel, and on the weekends, they would always have themed weekends. They would always have some kind of theme, giant robots, sea creatures, all kinds of different things. Aliens. And of course, they capped them off on Saturday night. They would have some kind of big budget movie. You know, the Resident Evil movies, Alien movies, Terminator, all kinds of things like that. And I remember one time I saw a movie. It was called, I think it was called Skeeters. Really low budget, not a very good movie. But I tell you what, I had a blast watching it. One of those so bad they're good kind of horror movies. Just having a real good time with it. So it looks like we're just about done clearing this area out. I want to go ahead. I want to clear out the fence here too. Some might think to keep the fence, and I understand that, but I got some pretty cool little ideas I've been hatching in this here brain of mine, and I thought that, you know, might as well just go all in with it. Got a couple more little blood bugs here. Let's just go ahead, toss them out there. Ain't no problem. Just another little creature. Oh, that one's being troublesome. Let's go ahead. Let's change that. Well, sorry about that, friend, but it was not your day to hang on. You chose the worst day to have the will the will to live. Call me Art the Clown, because I just made it so much worse. Whoop. Remember to do the sound effects or else it don't quite work. You gotta go like whoop. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I don't even know if my mic will actually pick that up, but it's worth doing anyways. Worth doing anyways just for the fun of it. So, alright, we've been going for a bit now. Let's go ahead. First of all, switch back to a normal size gun. Then we're going to go ahead and tuck it away. Take that brain fungus just so we can get it off of there. We want to have as little of that as possible for our settlers. So, alrighty. First, we got to think about what's the settlement really going to be like for the people. So, based on where we are, we're not quite out in the boonies, you know. We're not quite out, you know, up here with the Ten Pines Bluff, for instance. However, we're not quite in the city yet, because what we're trying to do, at least in my head, in the context that I'm doing this little headcanon storytelling of mine, I like to imagine that people are going further and further inland to where they know that a city's going to be. They know about Diamond City, you know, the great big jewel of the Commonwealth. Word gets out. So I think that's going to be about where people are heading. And also Good Neighbor. I like to imagine that Good Neighbor, I like to imagine it has a future to it. So basically, people are going to be looking to go to the city. That means that the areas out here really are just meant to be where you go to pass by. You know, you get closer and closer to Diamond City. You start catching the radio signals, so you follow them. And along the way, you find these little Minutemen outposts, these nice people just trying to make sure that you have everything you need to keep going. And this will be kind of like that. Now, there's definitely going to be beddings, of course. It's a little stop along the way. You know, sometimes people are going to be tired. They're going to need a little rest. So we're going to make this, it's like a little, it's like grandma's home. You know, you're running by grandma's just to have a nice time, stay high, you know, get anything that you might need before you need to move on. So let's go ahead. I think we're going to make this top part up here, we're going to fill it with bunk beds, because this is going to be where people sleep. And I think that works out really well, because they're going to be sleeping up here. This is going to be the furthest away from danger, practically speaking. You know, if any danger comes, for instance, raiders, they're going to have to fire up there. They're going to have to cut through here. There's going to be a bit of time that our settlers can take advantage of. So let's go ahead. We're going to do a green color. We're going to do a nice little green color. Because our settlements, they're places where people can go to heal. People can rest, just have a nice time, recover from whatever they've been dealing with. I'm sure they've been dealing with a lot. It's a hard, hard world out there. I want to make sure that we're all doing right by one another. Let's go ahead. I'll tell you what. Don't think we can quite fit. Let's do it like that. Get it fitted right nice right there in that corner. Gotta get it perfect. Let's go ahead. We're gonna be doing the same with this room, just filling it with bunk beds. Realistically, of course, you know, we want people to have a little bit of space here, but primarily this is where people are gonna be going, just so they can catch themselves some sleep. Sleep is very important. Always want to make sure you're getting as much of your sleep as you can get. It's good for the skin, too. It's good for your skin, good for your mental health. Just always good. Make sure you're getting sleep. So that's about 10 bunk beds. That's 20 people. I think that's exactly what we need to cap it out because I believe the settlement or the settler cap, I believe it's 20, so should be good as far as the bedding goes. Now we're gonna be getting rid of these gourds. I don't really think the gourds sound all too appetizing. I mean, sure, you can make some nice things with gourds here and there, but we're gonna be going a little bit like we did with the Red Rocket. We're gonna be going with carrots and mut fruit. I know some people call it mute fruit, but I like to call it mut fruit. I don't even know why. Maybe it's because I'm a bit of a mutt. Who knows? Let's go ahead. One of the first things we know we're going to need is water. So let's go ahead. That spot we cleared out down there, look at that. Fits perfectly in. Nice water tower right there. And it lets people know, hey, we got walls, we got water. You can come here and we'll take care of you. And we'll take real good care of you. I wonder if I could... I'll tell you what, I'm going to do just that. I know it doesn't quite line up there, but, I like the idea of old Mary Sutton. After her burial, she gets to contribute back, help take care of the people that Mary Sutton's place is now helping to take care of. The great circle of life. Let's go ahead. Let's get a couple out here, too, just because why not? Look, just because why not? We have a whole lot of nice plants here. Let's go ahead, I'll tell you what. I like to think Mary liked carrots, so let's go ahead, let's just make a whole bunch of carrots over here. We can do about 4 in a row, I think that'll be a good amount. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And finally, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we got about 12 there, so we can get about 2 people, because I believe it's 1 person per 6 items for farming, so we can get a good amount over there. And over here, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead, let's get that mut fruit. Let's get that planted all real nice. Look at that. Nice little trees, happy little trees. That's our happy little trees for this episode. And look at that. So it's going to be about 9 per, and since we can get about 6 people, or sorry, 1 person per 6, not 6 people, that would not work at all. But yeah. 9 and 9 adds up to about 18. 18 divided by 6 is 3, so we got about 3 people out here on the mut fruit, and we'd be good to go. We would have a whole lot of food. A whole lot of food for anybody coming through here. That plus the carrots, I think we're going to be good and well fed. And I'll tell you what, while we're here, let's go ahead, just a nice little spot right here. We're going to put the scavenging station, make our supply lines. And we're definitely going to have some Brahmin, so I'll tell you what, let's go ahead. We don't want it too covered. We want the Brahmin to be able to find it. Let's go ahead, let's stick it out about right here. I think that's a good spot for it. As a matter of fact, those Brahmin they're pretty big fellers. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead. Let's have 3 of them, just in case. Gonna have a little town bell right here. As a matter of fact, let's think to ourselves, 20 people. We want 20 people gathering around at one spot. We need a lot of space, so let's go ahead. And we don't want it too far away, just in case anyone's trying to get a nap. So let's go ahead, let's just put it out. Let's put it right here. Tell you what, I'll manage to find a way. Look at this. That bell just does not want to go on the grass, but I'll tell you, I think, yeah, you know what? I think that's a fine little spot. Just be sure not to bump your head. Definitely don't want that. Matter of fact, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead. Oh yeah, I think that's a perfect little spot. So we got a siren. Definitely want a siren. Those are very important. Put a little doormat out here just cause. I always like to have a nice little doormat. I know it's the fast travel spot, so maybe practically speaking, that's not the, starting out here, it's fine, but maybe it'd be better for fast travel to start out here. I don't know, but I just want to go for aesthetics. I think it's a nice little place, happy little place you can put that doormat. So I'll tell you what, we got the siren here, but we need power, so let's go ahead. Let's get ourselves a nice big generator. We're just going to go ahead and make the biggest one. We don't even need that much power, but I'll tell you what, we're just going to do it anyways because we love our settlers that much. We love the people just that much. Want to make sure they're getting taken care of. Let's go ahead. Might as well put the radio beacon there as well. I'll tell you what, let's find a nice connector, nice little power pylon. I think we could put it right here. I wonder if we could. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Look at that. Everything working out just perfectly. So look at that. We've already got power, we have food, we have water. And we've already got the beacon going, so we're going to start getting people probably here in a little while. Probably not immediately, but, you know, sometime here in the next little while. So let's go ahead. Let's let them know that they're safe. Let's get some defenses built here. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I like to have the defenses kind of out of the way. That way, you know, people can mostly live their lives in a, you know, relatively normal fashion. So let's go ahead. Let's get them set up. Nope, they do not want that. Do not want it like that. Oh, come on, you. There we go. Had a little trouble there. So I think this would be a pretty good place to set up those turrets. Just up here, you know, pretty out of the way. That way people can look up and see that they're protected without having to step around it, worry about it too much. Plus, you know, if we're being realistic, if you're sitting here sleeping and danger's coming and all of a sudden you hear the shooting right here and the siren right here, I'll tell you what, you're going to be awake real fast. You are going to be awake real fast. Tell you what, let's take advantage of the little boathouse here. Let's put some here too, just cause. Now, I don't think I want to leave the ladder there. Just gonna have it like this. Nothing too crazy. I did talk about Mirelurks, but I don't think that, mechanically speaking, anyways, I don't think they're an actual threat. I suppose we could set up here. Why not? We're not using this space for nothing else. Let's just fill it up. Why not? Just have ourselves a good old time. Just having a good old time. Putting all these old turrets here. I like to imagine there's somebody watching who's maybe they're as invested as I am. Maybe you're imagining yourself as a little settler here in my humble abode, and maybe you're giving all the different turrets their own little nicknames, or just having a good old time. Tell you what, I actually want to do that. What can we come up with here? So we got a trio right here. So I'm thinking Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. That's right, we're going with Pokemon names. We're going with Pokemon names here today. So Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle. And now, obviously, of course, this next trio is going to be Cyndaquil, Totodile, Chikorita. And I tell you what, let's just keep going with it. Let's go Torchic, Trico, Mudkip, Chimchar. How much more we got? We got 4 more? Ooh, we got 4 more. I'll tell you what, we've already got 3 generations of Pokemon for 3 sets of 3. So we're 3 for 3 over there. I think we got plenty of 3s. What are you doing over there, little friend? What were you doing down there? Chikorita? Was that Chikorita? What were you doing down there, Chikorita? We got 4 here, so I'll tell you what. Blossom, Bubbles, Buttercup, and Mojo. I like to imagine there was another survivor, another settler coming through who was like, you know what? Those 4 Powerpuff Girls. I'm not sure how a settler in, 200 plus years after a nuclear war knows about the Powerpuff Girls, but you know what? Art finds a way. Life imitates art, art imitates life. Both find a way. Powerpuff Girls, I guarantee it, they'll find a way. The Powerpuff Girls will find a way. That is what those girls do. So, okay. We got a nice little setup here. We've got all the necessities that we need. We got the food, water, beds, defense, power. We have all of that. Now we can just have ourselves some fun. We can just go crazy. What kind of theme are we looking for here? I feel like something of an island theme, even though, you know, we're fairly far inland. We still got enough water here. I think we can pull off tropical. I think we can pull it off. So I'll tell you what. Oh, speaking of pulling off, you know what? I done forgot. I done forgot. Look at me. I'm getting so excited and ahead of myself, thinking about all the things we can do. I'm just forgetful. Now, where on earth? You know what? I think I pulled off. I think I look pretty good. I wish I would have brought the ponytail down. That way I could keep that aesthetic. But you know what? I'm feeling the bowler cap. I'm feeling confident, and I hope that you all support me. I feel like I got it. I feel like this is it. This is it. So anyway, enough of me being silly. Let's go ahead. Let's go for our little island theme. I can see right here just a nice little place for people to lounge, look out in the water, just take stock of life, relax, get that nice breeze. Oh, it's just going to be an awesome little place. So let's go ahead. We can even have a nice little spot out here. What color do we want to do? I don't think we want to do red. We don't want to be, you know, making people mad and having fights breaking out under the umbrella. Definitely don't want that. So let's go for something a bit more. Let's go for that blue. Let's go for that nice blue. Definitely feeling the blue aesthetic today. So let's go ahead. Put one here. And I'll tell you what, let's just get one over here. Why not? It's a nice little place for people who want to stay near the crops, maybe. Stay near the land, maybe keep on lookout. Just having a good time. I'll tell you what, we got some walls here. I'm kind of doing things one at a time. Just thinking about the different areas I want to do first. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and get a little crazy here. We're going to do a big scaffolding. Look at that. Oh, could you imagine being able to make something that fast in real life? I certainly wish I could. Save me a lot of time in the kitchen, I'll tell you that. Save me a whole heck of a lot of time in there. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's just go crazy, man. Let's just go ahead. Let's have one over here too. Old scaffolding right over here. Although I don't quite know, the power pole kind of makes it. Not sure how I want it to fit into that spot. Let's maybe like this. I don't know if it'll let me. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to let me, but you know what? That's okay. I think just having it over here. I don't know if I want to have it quite like that, because that's a little too close to the entrance. Kind of reminds me of the pit from Fallout 3, actually. Just not really my cup of tea. So I'll tell you what. See if I can do it over here, maybe. Nope, we're not getting it over there. But I'll tell you what, that's okay. I don't need to have a scaffolding over here. I don't think we do. Instead, let's just go ahead. Let's just keep it nice and simple. Let's make it a guard post. There we go. We'll have one right there. And we'll have one over here too. One on the side. They get a nice view over here, and they have a nice view right there. A little bit of defense whenever they're looking right at the gate. Right at the entrance. And of course this fella right here too. Oh yeah, we're gonna be nice and tidy and very safe, thanks to these wonderful people. Whenever they get here. Matter of fact, let me check. Oh, I even got the power
This
on.
won't work without power. This won't work without power.
Oh, what do you mean? I done put power in there. Am I mistake? Or, oh, because the siren doesn't actually provide power. Oh, that's just me being silly. Look at that. I don't know nothing. I don't know just about nothing. There we go. Let's connect you to you. And there we go. Now we're gonna start getting ourselves some settlers. Now that I'm done being a little goofball. So okay, we got the guard tower right there. They're gonna be able to look out into the trees too, and being so high up, they're gonna be able to look. Oh, that's gonna be a great. Look at that. Perfect little spot. Perfect spot. So I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead, go back over here to the desert island stuff. Get ourselves a nice little umbrella. Because anyone who's here deserves to have something nice. Although I don't know if it's gonna let me. That's a bit of a shame. Oh, oh. Aha. Not quite sure how that worked, but I got it. I got it figured out. All right, I'll tell you what. I think we actually might have some nice furniture there on this here desert island theme, so let's go ahead, let's just keep looking at that. Well, we got chairs, but I'm kind of looking for more of a couch right now, so I think let's go ahead, let's go back to furniture, get ourselves a nice couch. Something really comfy that they can sit in and, you know, because they're going to be up here for a good while. We want to make sure they're comfortable. Don't want them having no bad times or nothing. Gotta be nice to them about it. I'm feeling, yeah, could do something really nice like that, but also exposed to the elements. Got to be careful about that. Let's go ahead. Tell you what, that one just kind of, oh, it's just a little bit too big though. So let's go ahead. I feel like this one might actually be the one with that. Oh yeah, I think that's perfect. I think that is, as a matter of fact, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's screw you over a little bit. Can we do that? I sure hope we can. So I want to be able to. Actually, you know what? We don't even need that because I'll tell you why. We are going. Because I'll tell you why. We are going to have a nice little foot table right about there. Now that one's a little bit too big. Even just some kind of container, just something they can have there. They can call it their own. That foot locker. Oh, there we go. Come on now. I know you got it in you. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get it, but that's okay. We always got other things we can try. Oh, tell you what, I think that might just be the one. There we are. Look at that. Nice little end table right there for him. And you know what? Let's give him a nice little, where's it at? Decoration. Let's give him a nice little decoration. Just something to help spice things up. Maybe even a plant. Just a nice little plant. Although they got plenty of plant friends out here already. Plenty of little happy little trees there for him. So let's go ahead. I'll tell you what. Let's give him a radio. Let's give him a nice radio. They can listen to it while they do their job. Just have a good old time. Listen to their podcasts. There we go. That's perfect. Let's give him something. Let's give him a nice radio. I don't want to give him nothing rusty. We're up here working hard. We want to give him something real nice. So let's go ahead, scroll all the way down here. We got so many things that we can give him. So many things. Is that is a gingerbread house. That is just adorable. Christmas ornaments too. You you did too much. You did too much. That is just wonderful. If it were Christmas time, I'd tell you what, I'd give him a Christmas tree. You bet your sweet bippy I would. So let's see, we got Radio Freedom. I feel like Diamond City Radio is the most appropriate one. As a matter of fact, you know what? Don't even need to put it on there. Don't even need to put it on there, and I'll tell you why. It's because I think give him a big old ashtray chalice. Let's see here. What else can we put on there? Probably not putting the flag there. That's a little bit too big. I'll tell you what. I know exactly what I'm going to give him. I know exactly what I'm going to give him. Had to do a bit of scrolling to get here, but I tell you what, look at that fella. Oh yeah, give him some nice little bobbleheads. Look at that. All kinds of little Vault Boy friends just hanging out there, having a nice little time. Look at that, they got their own little collection and everything. They are just having a good old time. So I'll tell you what, we got a nice little place set up for them up there. Let's go ahead. Oh, looks like we got a settler. We got at least one. I wonder who it could be. I wonder where they went. Getting a little bit of a frame drop there. I've been having so much fun building. So many things happening. Even the game itself is saying, whoa. Loveless, you're just building too much. And, you know, that's the funny thing. You say I'm building too much, but me, I'm just getting started. So I tell you what, down here, these areas are going to be a bit more isolated, a bit more alone, and in a good way. You know, it's places to go and get relaxed, get your mind off things. So let's go ahead, let's put a couple of chairs here, in case maybe a happy little couple wants to come out of here and just reminisce on all their good times they've been having. I tell you what, it's definitely relatable for me. Y'all know a little bit about my fiance, and she has just been the most wonderful, inspiring person these last few weeks. Just been having a wonderful time learning from her, seeing her get impassioned by all the things that are going on right now and how she can go about maybe making some positive change. I am so proud of her. I don't know if she's ever going to hear this, but she knows. She knows. Always make it a point to let her know just how appreciated she is, how loved she is. And I encourage you all to do that with your loved ones as well. Make sure you're telling your loved ones that you're just doing well, having a good old time. Life is good. This little troublemaker right here, I thought you were supposed to be up there. Which one are you? Are you Trico? That's definitely Trico. Little troublemaker. I see you. Now you better stay there. Best not be causing no trouble. Trico. Always causing trouble. Okay. Now we can get back to it, though. Going back to our desert island. We've already set up our nice little seats there. I think now would be a good time. Oh, let's put some lighting in there. Look at that. Oh, and we can put them up. Oh, that's just perfect. Look at that. Look at that. That just worked out right from the beginning. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Goes a little bit high up, but that's okay, because it adds just the right amount of light. Let's put one there too. Actually, you know what? That one's a little bit extra. Let's just have it the one light. I like the one light. That's just me. Oh, yeah, absolutely, friend. Have a seat. Have yourself a seat. Make yourself comfortable. You've been on a long journey. You do you. Absolutely. Enjoy your drink. And you've already taken up a job with the food. Well, you are just a decent fella. I like you. What's your name? I mean, I guess you can't really tell me, but, you know, I just want them to know they're appreciated all the same. And I'll tell you what, I love the idea of these funny little tikis out here. Look at that guy. He's sticking his tongue out. He's just all kinds of trouble. But you know what? He's going to be useful because you can set your drink there. You can put whatever you need to there. It's just going to be wonderful. Matter of fact, let's move you. There we go. That was a little funky. Yep, let's just put you there too. Not going to be doing, not another one of the tongue sticking out. Don't need too much trouble around these parts. We got these two guys laughing. They're just having a good time. Him being silly. They're just having fun. And I'll tell you what, since this is going to be a couple's place, we're just going to have the one guy. He's having a good time, smiling, laughing. The one table right there. I think that'll be perfect. Maybe they'll accidentally hold hands or something. I don't know. I'll try not to get too steamy there for y'all. Talking about that premarital hand-holding. You know what? Same over here. We're just going to have one little table. Actually, you know what? It's almost like a worker's area almost. Let's go ahead. Let's just have another one in there too, just because. We don't want them in the way of the seats, though. We want them to be able to sit down. So let's go ahead. Kind of a weird angle there. Let me go ahead. Turn this around. You come a little closer too. Why not? Oh, perfect. That is just wonderful. As a matter of fact, let's move you up too. Got to make sure people are able to sit. That's the most important thing. There you go. There you go. Your seat, mademoiselle. Your seat. Nice, kind sir. Oh yeah, that's just wonderful. Love that. Love that we were able to do that together. Matter of fact, you know what? We got some surfboards too. Why not? Let's just add them in there. Got the blue one. Got the green one. Got all the right colors. Let's see. What else can we add here? Don't think we're going to be able... Realistically, I don't think we'd be able to add trees, but... You know what? I think the outside over here, this little natural area, little palm trees, Then again, I don't think palm trees really grow around Boston, if I'm not mistaken, so. I'll tell you what, though, we got some towels here. Maybe someone's going to want to go for a swim. Maybe they're just having a good day. They just want to jump in that water and have a good old time. So I'll tell you what, let's go ahead. Put you there. Put you here. Oh, yeah, there we go. It's okay to have a little bit of fun here and there. Got to be careful when you go in those waters, but as long as you're careful, I think everything will work out. I think everything's going to be okay. I'll tell you what, let's even have a towel right here. Let's have a couple towels right here, just because. Have another green one. I always love the green ones. Okay. So I think, definitely want to add a bit more in the ways of light here. Now, we got to remember looks like it's a wooden house, so we don't want too much in the ways of fire. So let's go ahead, tell you what. Go ahead over here to decorations, go to the MISC. There's something I got in mind. Might be past all this Christmas stuff. Oh, you know what? That's another thing I actually gotta remember. Trash cans. Always want a place where people can throw away their garbage. Very important. Very important. So let's go ahead. Let's just have it right here. Just a little spot. Just a happy little spot for the trash can right over here near the cooking station. Heck, they can even make friends with the brain fungus if they want to. Whatever those little rascals are up to, they can just have themselves some fun. Let's get one of those trash cans over here. Let's put one right here, just 'cause. Just have it right there, in case anyone's got any trash. I think one per room is pretty good. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead. Let's move you right here. I see you over there. Don't think I don't. Those little skeeter legs. They got to get out of here. We got a happy little place here. Ain't got no time for those big buggos. Sorry about that, friends. No bugs allowed. Not today. Especially none of you mutant bugs. You mutant bugs, you're especially scary. I'll tell you what. Those guys are... If I ever saw a skeeter that big in real life, I'd be in PP Pants City real quick. I'd be there faster than I can get to any other town. Okay. So we've been doing this for about an hour now. Now, granted, I might have done a little bit of cuts, so it might not quite be that long for y'all, but either way, all the same. Actually, before we do, let me go ahead. Let's go ahead and put a trash can there, too. Got to make sure that our friend, he's going to have to hold on to that trash for just a little bit, but you know what? He comes down, he'll be able to throw it away. Probably not going to have too much in the ways of trash up there anyways. So anyways, now that we got a trash can for our friend up there, whoever that turns out to be, you never know. Let's go ahead. Let's pull up the Pip-Boy, do a little autosave, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to sit here, do ourselves another nice stretch. Make sure you're doing yourself a nice good stretch. And I think, looks like I'm actually going to be finishing up my water right here. And with that, I was able to finish my water, so definitely going to have to go before too long. But we are having a lot of fun. I figure, you know what? Let's go ahead, let's add a nice few extra touches, just have a little bit of fun with it. Because I suppose you could say we're basically done here, but we're here to have a good time. And make sure that we do as much of it as we can. So I'm back here in the decorations tab. One thing I want to go ahead and make, always going to be important, is lighting. I always want some nice lighting. So let's go ahead. Let's get a couple of these out here. Right in front of the doorway. That way anyone who shows up, maybe at nighttime, they've had a long journey, moon's out, they're tired, they're sleepy, they see this warm light, inviting them right over. They know. They know they're in a safe place. That's the most important thing. Now, I suppose we could put this here, but it would kind of conflict with these lights here. So I'll tell you what, we're just going to leave this area alone for now. We're going to let that be just as it is. I think that's okay. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead. I think the Brahmin would like to have a little bit of that nice lighting as well. So let's go ahead. Let's just put that one here, that one here. Maybe that'll help out the garden workers as well. Who knows? One over here by the generator definitely seems like a good call. That way, anyone who needs to look around can do just that. Now, I'll tell you what, I've been thinking about what we can do in here. Oh, now, Chikorita, what are you doing up here again? I tell you what, that Chikorita, always over there causing trouble. That's part of the reason we love her so much, though. Oh, that done fell off the roof. Hope I didn't sprain my ankle or nothing. Hope I didn't do nothing. Go ahead and put you there, just a little bit more over on the side. I don't know how the heck you keep getting down, but I tell you what, your days of deceit, they end here. Little Chikorita, little troublemaker you. Reminds me of my cat Stormy. Reminds me of little Stormy. Always being such a little troublemaker. But we love her. We love her so much. So, okay, back to what I was talking about before I was so rudely interrupted. We're going to be, I think we can make this into a nice little crafting station. I think that would be a lot of fun. Give us a reason to come back every now and then. Maybe, you know, do some nice little repairs and whatnot. So let's go ahead. Let's start with the weapons workbench. I like this one. We can go ahead and put that one right there. Just a nice big kit right there. And while we're at it, let's go ahead. Let's put an armor workbench right here too. Let's just plop it right there. Let's maybe turn it a little bit. Get that extra bit of space. Because I also want to go ahead and put a chemistry station here too. But we haven't got too much room for it. So, oh, look at that. Perfect. Ain't that just perfect? Got our chemistry station, our our weapons bench, and we got our armor station, or armor workbench, I should say. So I think we're doing pretty good. I think we're doing good. Now, let's see here. What else can we add? We don't got too much going on down here. So I think, because remember in the context of this is a place people are more going to be passing through than actually, you know, taking up residence at. So let's go ahead. Let's get ourselves a nice bar. Who doesn't love a nice bar? Place where you can go and relax with your friends. Just having a good time. Not worrying too much about your problems. Just having a good time. And I'll tell you what. As far as a clinic goes, we don't have too much extra room, but I'll tell you what, I'm gonna hold off on the clinic. I got a big old idea for that. I think y'all are gonna like it. But for now, let's go ahead, let's go to this here clothing. And I think we can get it over here. I think that'll be real good. Now the real question, yeah, nope, that's what I was afraid of. I think we can put the clothing over here and that should be alright. Let's see, how about right there? I like that. There we go. That's what you like to see. Alright, so let's go ahead. I'm not going to go for the big ones here. I think I'm actually going to go for the small armor station. And some of you might be thinking, well, why not just go with the big one? But the reason for that is because I think that with this being, you know, this is just it's a nice little place. It's a nice little house over here on the edge of nowhere that people are going to be running through. It's not exactly an armory. You know, it's not exactly going to be stocked to the brim with all kinds of weapons and stuff. So let's just go ahead. Let's put one weapons and armor store right here. It's going to be 2 people running it. I think that'll work out just fine. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? I feel like a Slocum's Joe Shop, that would just be wonderful. Let's go ahead. Let's just put that right there. Oh, that's just a wonderful little spot. Look at that. Love to see it. Love to see it. So what else do we got? We got weapons, armor, bar, clothing. We can always go for a general trader, so I'll tell you what, maybe we could just him out here. I feel like out here would actually be a decent place for him, but we gotta find a place that works. That one's gonna be the hard part. So I think after looking around for a bit, I know exactly what I want to do. It's going to be a bit of an effort, though. So let's go ahead. We're going to go to the barn prefabs, and we're going to go to the floors. And I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead. Let's set up a place right along here. Let's set it up right here. I think that'll be a whole lot of fun. So we're basically putting in, this is a whole new addition right here. It's going to be a place that people see the moment they walk in. The moment they walk in, they're going to be looking right here. And they're going to see two things. They're going to see the general store, so they know, oh, okay, I can come here to get things that I need. Always good, always good. And not only that, but look at this. By making this area right here, we got just that extra little bit between the house and the outside world. So we're actually doing pretty good as far as setting things up to where people are going to be safe. We're just having all kinds of great ideas today, aren't we? Now, of course, we don't want to go over too far. But I think what we got here, I think we got something really special. Look at that. So let's go ahead. I'm not a big fan of the stairs. Looks like you could get it looks like you could get tetanus from these things. So let's go ahead over to, tell you what. Let's go to the concrete stairs, see what we got here. That kind of looks more or less the same. How about wood? Let's go with a nice little wooden stair. Nothing too crazy, just look at that. Perfect. Get a nice little step here. Oh yeah, that's just perfect. Love that, love that. And see, look at that, because you got to go in the water. So anyone who's threatening us, they come through here, they're gonna have a bit of a time. They're gonna have to take their time to go over this and cut through the clinic and go through the general store. They're gonna have a lot to deal with. And over here you got the guard post, so oh yeah, we are just doing all kinds of well. As far as our defense goes, we are doing a real good job. So let's go ahead, let's put some stairs over here. Let's put some right here. I'll tell you what, we'll even put one there. For anyone who's looking to just, actually, that doesn't quite work. Gonna go ahead and leave that area alone for now. So alright, we got a clinic and a general store. What do we want that to look like? Well, I think, let's do a barn. Let's just do a big, classic barn prefab. It's the first thing you see. Look at that. But we also want it to be accessible. Immediately accessible, in case anyone gets a real bad tummy ache, or maybe they had some bad food, like that one guy that we met had. Tell you what, let's go ahead. Let's just pop you right there. I think that'll be a wonderful spot. Now we do got some greenery growing through, but I think all things considered, relative to what's going on, I think that'll be tolerable for now. So let's go ahead. Let's get some nice walls put in there. Gonna cover up that broken glass. Make sure nobody gets any kind of bad boo-boos. Definitely don't want them to have no bad boo-boos. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Look at that. We're gonna leave this door here, though. Want people to be able to go in whichever way they need to go in. Doesn't matter. Let's go ahead. Let's put that roof in, too. There we go. I saw you for a second there. Oh, there's that sweet spot. Always love to find it. Alrighty. Okay. So I think, all things considered, even though doors will be open most of the time, let's go ahead and install those doors anyways, just in case they ever need to close up. Make sure no bad guy's going to be getting in. And now, the general store. I'm wondering if it should be outside or if we should have a small little... I'll tell you what, let's try, just to see. Just to see. Let's open the wooden prefabs. Let's see what they have. You know what, I think... I'll tell you what, I think we can actually make something real good out of this. Let's go ahead. Get that straightened up real good. There we go. Alright, I think I like that a whole lot. Let's go ahead, trader. Now this is a big one. So I'm wondering, I think we'll have them over here. Give them just that nice little space, and I'll tell you what, we could put racks of things up here, shelves. They can immediately look at this place and see, oh, okay, this guy or this gal, they got some stuff. They got some stuff that we wanna keep a lookout for. And then right around the corner, right there's the clinic. So you know that you're safe. You know that you're in a good settlement. And thinking about this, there was an attacker coming in. They come in, they've already got someone shooting at them from up here. They got this whole area to go around. Everybody's already preparing. They come around here. They have to look around, gather their bearings, see what they're doing. Do they want to go in here? They got to decide immediately. If they do, there might be someone waiting for them. Or if they decide to come over here, they're going to find, oh boy, look at that. You don't want to be crossing paths with the Powerpuff Girls and Mojo Jojo at this particular setting, I'll tell you that for a nickel. Definitely don't want that. So yeah, I think it's a nice little place here. And you know what? We've kind of gotten to that point. Let's go ahead, go over here to the miscellaneous tab one more time, and let's just have some fun decorating. Now, I think first and foremost, the first thing we need at this particular point is going to be lighting. Some nice wall sconces. Let's go ahead. Well, I don't know what happened, but I guess the door just kind of glitched out, so now I can't actually select it or open it, but I can go through it, so me and my little bowler cap, we're just going right through it. Anywho, back to what I was originally saying. I think it's time to put up our wall sconces. Get some nice lighting going on here. And I think, look at that. That's nice. That's real nice. Go ahead and get some over here first. We're going to be doing the lighting, of course, before we do anything else. So let's just go ahead. Let's put that there. Why not? We'll even put one over here on the end, just to make sure we're staying well lit. And now, of course, we're going to be going inside, because we got people living here. We got people setting up shop here. We want to make sure that everything is well lit. They get to have a good old time. Go ahead and just put one right there too. Why not? Look at that. Nice little homey atmosphere. Almost archaic in a way. It's got this kind of old... You could see this item being in Skyrim. In fact, it might very well be in Skyrim. I don't know. Just gives it that old-timey feel. It's a whole lot of fun. Whole lot of fun. Matter of fact, let's move you over here. There we go. Look at that. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. Yep. There we go. Let's go ahead, go back up. And you know what? For up here, I think we're going to do something a little bit different. Instead, we're going to go over and we are going to pick out these lanterns. Everybody gets their own little lantern. They can, lean over and turn it off whenever it's time for them to go to bed. Lower it down so that it doesn't disturb their neighbors. It's a whole nice cooperative atmosphere in here. Go ahead and plop you there. You there. And we're just going to do that for every single one of them. Everybody gets their own lantern. It's only fair. It's only fair. And now that they've got their own lantern, let's go ahead. Let's just be extra generous. Let's go ahead and go over to containers. And we're going to find a nice little footlocker. Everybody's going to get a footlocker. Look at that. It may not be much, but after all the journeying they've been doing, all that's been going on, they finally find this nice place where they can sit down and just relax, get a nice warm bed, good night's sleep. They have a nice little footlocker. They can put all their stuff in. There you go. There you go. Looks like everybody's got one. Oh. Don't worry, little friend. I'm not going to forget about you. Nor shall I forget about you. There we go. Alright, now I think everybody's got one. And if I'm mistaken, I'm sure one of them will let me know. Ain't no thing. Ain't no problem at all. Let's go ahead. Let's get some nice shelves. We're going to go put those shelves up. And I think, for a general store, that's just perfect. Look at that. I don't know what they're going to put on them. I know mechanically they'll never actually put anything on them in the game, but, I like to imagine my little settlers, they're just going about their business. Stocking things however they want to stock them. Whatever general goods they've got, they can just put there. It can be junk, it can be magazines, it can be whatever any person might just want to happen upon. That's the beauty of it. I know it's a magazine rack, but you know, in our little fantasy land, you can do anything. You can do anything you want. Now, of course, gotta have shelves in here too. I'm gonna go for a nice wall shelf. I think I like this one a whole lot. It's got a nice foundation. It's got a nice wooden look to it. Let's go ahead. Let's put you right here. As a matter of fact, we'll go ahead and go up a little bit. We're gonna put a high shelf. I'm gonna have to get on a little step ladder to reach that one. There we go. Ain't got too much room for shelves over here, but that's okay, because, you know, it's a little coffee shop. They don't need too much in the ways of that. At least I don't think so. Maybe someone in the comments will let me know what coffee shops actually need. I'm not too familiar with them myself. Let's go ahead, put those up. And same with the clothing store. As a matter of fact, you know what? It's a clothing store. You gotta have a nice little area that they can put all their clothes in. A little dresser of some sort. Let's go ahead, let's make it a dresser. Make something real nice for them. Yeah, look at that. Nice container. They got all their clothes folded up, put in there. They got their prices sorted, all that good stuff. All they need are the customers to come in, pick up whatever it is they need. We'll even put a nice big briefcase here. Look at that. Gotta do real right by him. Matter of fact, over here too. We'll put the armor and the weapons right here. I like the idea of them having some stuff out here on the floor. They can show whoever's coming through, let them know, hey, this is what we got for you. We got all kinds of cool little doohickeys. Same over here. I know it's a bar, but, and you know, it's not much of a bar, but it's a nice little, it's a little homey thing that you can have some fun with. Got some nice shelves over here you can put your liquor on. And I'll tell you what, while we're here, let's scroll down a little bit. Let's give them an ice machine. I feel like that's a good thing for a bar to have. So let's go ahead, let's find an ice machine, and I'll tell you what, we can put it back here. And then all the people back here are doing their little vacationing, their little sunning. They can... What in the world? We got this thing freaking out over here. Look at that. But yeah, all the people over here who are just relaxing, maybe they would need some ice for their drink. They can ask either the bartender, of course, or they can come outside and just grab it for themselves, reach in there, grab some ice for their drink. They're just having a good old time. And, you know, of course, no home would be complete without a nice grill. Gotta have a nice grill. So I tell you what, we're just gonna put it right out here. Just a nice big place. And you know what? I see the potential, and I know some of you probably see it too. Let's go ahead. Oh, I tell you what, this is gonna be so good. Look at this. We're gonna put a table out. Not just any table, of course. We're gonna put a nice picnic table where people can come out, they can sit down with whoever they're interacting with. Get themselves some good food. Let's put one right here too. I know it's kind of uphill, but a little bit of social distancing there, you know, just in case anyone needs it. Although, I don't really like how that one's gonna flip right over anyone sits on that. So let's go ahead. Let's move this feller out the way, get him away from the Brahmin trough. Let's put you right here. Yeah, well, let's put you right here. Let's see how that looks. I dare say, you know what? Let's move the grill over here. And there we go. I think we got ourselves a nice little picnic area right here. Oh yeah, I think people are going to love that. Just a nice little place they can come and sit down, just, you know, grill out if they need to. Okay. I think one thing I want to do, let's go ahead back to decorations. We're going to go for wall decorations. We're going to go... Oh, actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's go for floor decorations. Because I think, more than anything, a good home, even if it's just a temporary home, always do with a nice big rug. Always love to see a big rug. Let's go ahead. You know what? We'll have a little bit of fun with it. We'll put the big old Nuka-Cola rug right there. Let's go ahead, flip it around. They're typically going to be coming in from that way. I just pointed. Y'all can't even see, and I just pointed that way. I'm just having all kinds of fun. You know what? Let's even get a nice little carpet out here. A little rug to step on. That'll be nice. I think that'll be real nice. And you know, if we can fit it, maybe. Oh no. Doesn't look like that's going to be the one, but that's okay. Let's switch over. Let's pick something simple. Something nice. Just the big green. Look at that. There you go. Look at that. That's just, it adds so much. Adds so much to the area. Such a nice little way. And you know what? We'll even have a nice thin one right here leading right up to it. Get it lined up. Oh, look at that. That's just perfect. I love that. I love that our settlers are going to be able to come in here. And you know, you got the bloodstain, so obviously this isn't a home. That's always the thing to remember. It's not a home, but it's your home away from home. You're going to be okay if you stay here. Can't stay here for too long, of course. You got to move on eventually, but while you're here, you can have yourself a decent time. That's the most important thing. Okay, so let's go ahead. Matter of fact, I know I keep on saying I got so much more, but it's true. I got so much that I'm always so eager to share and do. And you know what? Let's just put some fishing stuff here. Why not? Just have it there for anyone who feels like they can contribute. If they think they can catch some fish, shoot. I'm not about to sit here and tell them they can't. Let's put some lobster cages here. There you go. Some more fish buckets there. Fish baskets, I should say. Look at that. There you go. They're just going to be giving us all kinds of stuff. Whoever decides to work on that, that's a smart person. We're going to put our Minutemen flag here. We've been working with the Minutemen. The Minutemen have been helping people. Always want to let people know, hey, these are the good guys. These are the folks who are just trying to do right. Just trying to make the world a little better place for everybody. I think that's just lovely. Alright, now for real this time. We're going to be doing the wall decorations. And I'll keep saying I'm going to do them, and then I don't end up doing them. But I'll tell you what, I think now we're at a pretty good point. Oh, if I could just put that, hang it right there, that would just be wonderful. But okay, that's okay. That is okay. Not everything's meant to go everywhere. In fact, I don't know if I'm really going to have too much in the ways for wall decorations here, but I think we can, at the very least, put some stuff right here. Definitely want to put the no smoking sign. We'll put that right here next to the clinic. Make sure that people see that. Gonna put them all around. Ain't no reason you won't be seeing that. No, sir. Right next to all the entrances. You're gonna see that. Let people know, hey, smoking, it's not cool. You may think it looks cool, but you don't want to be doing that. Don't want to be doing that. Okay, there wasn't too much we could do there, although I think with our clinic, we can just have a little bit of fun. Make it a fun little clinic where everybody loves to stop by. Let's go ahead. Let's put the Nuka-Cola poster right there. And you know what? Let's just keep on. Let's scroll all the way down here because I remember there's one. Definitely want to put the dark sign out. That way, you know, people know. Put it right here. It's attached to this building, but the way it moves your eyes, you know that it's for this place. You know that it's for there. Or at least that's the idea. Matter of fact, tell you what, I think we should actually move. Let's go ahead. Oh, there we go. That's much better. Yeah, that is much better. Look at that. Now you know. Now you know. And just, you know, have something, a little decoration there. Let's put the big Corvega poster. Why not? And inside, It's a medical place. We want people to be relatively comfortable. Let's just put something, help take their mind off of the things that they're going through. Because if you're going to a place of medicine, you need something nice to let you know, hey, things are okay. So let's just, you know what? Let's put the Nuka-Cola girl. She's so beautiful. She's such a lovely lady. Like, look at her. You know, she knows how to have a good time. She's just being a real goofball with all that Nuka-Cola. She do be pulling it off though. Look at that. Like, I shouldn't say I wish I looked that good because I know I look good, but when you see someone pulling it off that well, you just can't help yourself. Don't think we're really going to be able to fit this here. Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's just put it there. Why not? Let's just plop it right there. Let's see. I wonder if we got any good things here. Doesn't look like it, no. That's all right though. Not too worried about it. Let's go ahead. We got some posters now. Oh, but would you look at that? I've already reached the build limit. I've already reached the build limit for this here settlement. I still got to make my... Wait a minute. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Because we still got to actually make the clinic. So let's go ahead, grab that store, run over here. We're going to make it a big one. We'll make it a big one. That way, people come here, they know. Let's go ahead, just a little bit. There we go. That's perfect. Nice little clinic right here. The doors are glitched, so you can't quite see it, but that's okay. Could always move the barn itself, of course. Just move that over there. I'm just being silly. Y'all just see me being all silly. Yeah, I think, after that, we built ourselves a really nice settlement. Look at that. We got defenses over here. Nice little picnic area over here. Plenty of food, defenses, obviously water, and then, of course, having the big tower lets people know, hey, over here we got stuff. It's good for you to come over here. That's the main thing. In this big wasteland with all these troubles, people come in and they see, wow, it's a nice little settlement. There's hope. There's hope. That's the main thing you want to do is make sure you're filling everybody that you meet with hope. That tomorrow's going to be better. Because guess what it is? Tomorrow's going to be better. Whether today was good or bad, there's always a tomorrow on the way. And even if the immediate tomorrow ain't quite as good as you think, guess what? There's a tomorrow after that. Eventually you're bound to get a good one. No matter what's going on, you're bound to get a good tomorrow. Always important to remember. Look at that. We got all these beds up here, all these foot lockers, lanterns. We even got some nice rugs here to let people know, for now, you're safe. That's really important. Okay, so I think with that, in the immortal words of Bob Ross, we about got ourselves a finished painting here. So I think now at this point, I'm just going to take a walk back to the Red Rocket truck stop. I think we're just going to go for one more walk. I've had such a good time with you. You know what? I think I'm going to take the bullet cap off. I'm going to let the hair run free, I want to feel that breeze. That's the main thing. Just want to feel that breeze. Really take it all in. And of course, we got our friend Kira here with us. Always a little sweetheart. Precious little cinnamon roll. We're just going to take ourselves a nice walk back. And it's a bit of a walk, but hey, we're not carrying all that stuff anymore now at this point. Now at this point, we're just going about our merry way because we just want to do it. We're just here because we love it. Of course, keep our gun out here just in case any fellers try to come our way causing trouble. Some knuckleheads perhaps engaging in a bit of balderdash. Just going to keep heading west for now. So much here. So much happened here. People driving down these roads, going to their jobs. Maybe people going for nice walks, not really knowing where they're going. Oh, gotta be careful with that radiation.
Too much radiation too quickly can prove fatal. Caution is recommended.
Oh, Kiri, you're just a little sweetheart, always looking out for us. How can you not love Kiri? Always love Kiri. So I think we're not going to be taking that. I want to keep on the straight and narrow for now. Just keep going this way. Look at that, just a little stopover. You never know. Oh, got some troublemakers here. Look at that. So I think we got about 3 of them. We're about to scare the patootie out of that bird, but we're gonna keep him safe from the mole rats at the very least. There we go. Oh, look at that. That feller, he doesn't know where he's going. Oh, hello there, little birds. Oh, hi there. There you go about your merry way. Just enjoy your little flapping, your little flying. Go wherever you need to go. You two are taking a little relaxation here for a minute. I totally understand that. Okay. So it looks like this place hasn't got too much going on here. Although we do got a little first aid kit. Got some water, stim pack. Oh yeah, all kinds of neat little doodads in here. Oh, look at that little spot where you can sit out. Just take it all in. Enjoy yourself some nature. I think I'm going to do that when I'm done with this video. I think I'm going to go out on my balcony and just look outside, enjoy the greenery, maybe say hi to the birds and squirrels. Who knows? Got a whole day ahead of me. And I'm really happy that I got to share this particular portion of the day with all of you. I think we've had such a good time building that settlement, getting our stretches and our waters in. Don't forget, gotta hydrate. Yep, I've just had such a good time. Such a good time. So I'm starting to head south a little bit. I want to maybe cut through here. We'll just cut through this land right here. Look around, take a step through all the grass. I always love that feeling of grass between my toes. Always love that feeling. Be going up here. And you know what? I actually know exactly where we are, so we can just keep on following me. Don't worry. I won't let you stray too far off the beaten path. Gonna make sure that you're well and taken care of. As you can see there, it's the Starlight Drive-In. Now, that's a whole new settlement of mine that I've been working on. And you know what? As a matter of fact, we're here. We're on episode 10. Why not? Let's just go ahead. Let's go over here to the Starlight Drive-In. I'm not going to be building on it. I'm just going to be showing a little bit of it off for all of y'all who might be interested to see another one of my settlements. Love showing them off. Love showing off my settlements. And you know, it's just because I love doing it. That's the main thing. You just love doing it. Just do what you love. Make something out of it. Who knows what you can do. So as you can see, you walk right in, immediately you got this building. Well, what's this going on here? You can walk inside, and it's a clinic. We got a clinic right here. And we got active turrets, so you know this is a nice settlement. We got walls. Oh. Some little bloat flies. Uh-oh. How did I miss that? There we go. What on earth? Oh, can the mysterious stranger get him? Or is this bloatfly just... Come back here, you little rascal. Even Curie can't hit that thing. What in the world? There we go. Use the critical hit on that little rascal. Little varmint. There we go. Don't know what was going on with VATS there, but we figured it out. That's okay. Oh, got some little rocks floating around right here. Don't tell nobody about that. They'll get all freaked out. Anyways, back to this little settlement of mine. As you can see, we've already got a good few amount of people here. Loads going on. Look at that. We got stores right here, right out the gate. Anybody looking to come through can get some trade. And looky here. We even got porta potties. I was thinking about doing porta potties with the previous settlement, but then I thought to myself, you know what? We're near water. You know, we got enough land. You can just go outside. You can just have yourself a nice little spooky dookie. It won't be no problem at all. But over here where we got a nice flat crop of land, a lot of concrete, I think porta potties do a lot of good. As you can see, we got our mutt fruits here. We got our carrots. As y'all know me, I love my mutt fruit and I love my carrots.
My back hurts, my feet hurt, everything hurts.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about that, young lady. Tell you what, why don't you take a break? You don't need to be working on all this right now. Oh, you gonna go back to work?
The farm's not much, but it's something.
Well, you know what? I respect that hustle. Y'all are just a good couple of people. Oh, got a skeleton here. But anyways, yep, we got our water tower here. Of course, provides water, but, you know, also lets people know, hey, you can come here and get some water. Love the walls around it. That's another mod, by the way, of course. That does need to be mentioned, that the walls around the settlements, that's from a mod. It's something that I really enjoy. Of course, it's something that I imagine would be done with every settlement. You want walls around your settlements, of course. Just helps to add to that immersion. Now, some of you are probably wondering, what's this big hullabaloo going on right here? Well, I'll tell you what. I put this here because there's actually a very radioactive spot over there, and I wanted to block it off. That way nobody comes in here getting themselves sick. Everybody can just come through and they'll be safe. Kind of like the tomb, the sarcophagus over Chernobyl, you know, that kind of concept of just covering up where the radiation is. That way nobody gets sick. You don't let it out. Everything is okay. And of course, we got the building in here. What are we going to put in here? There's not a lot of room, but you know what? I'll tell you, I think it's perfect for a bar. I think it is just a nice little place. You can set up a bar. Of course, you got all this space here. You can have people sit there. You can do all kinds of things. And you know what? We even got ourselves a water fountain. You can come up here, look at the defenses for yourself. Anyone needs to attend to them, they can do that. They can come up here. Nice little watchtower. Oh yeah, it's just a nice little place. Got a skeleton up here. There was a bed up here, but I figured nobody probably wants to be taking naps next to no skeleton. I know I sure don't, so figured I would do that at least. Over here we got a nice big barn here, just full of beds, just a place for people to come through. They need to rest their feet, get some shut eye, get some, get some little me's, a little honk shoe. They can just go over there. They can get all of that they need. Just have themselves a nice time. And look at that. We even got ourselves a Brahmin here. We got Brahmin in this community. We are doing good. Got the outhouse right here too. A little workshop bench. No one's really going over here, but it's not really necessary that they do either. Just a nice place. Of course, got another barn over here. Plenty of beds for people to come through and take their naps, take their little winkies. And finally over here we have the actual drive-in theater screen, whatever you would call it itself. And over here I didn't put too much. I just put a nice little bunk bed. This is going to be for the people who, take up that little watchtower, at least, in my little head canon, our little fantasy world. But it's a good place. I figure, you got the siren. And of course, you got the radio beacon over there letting people know, hey, you can come this way. And you can come up here. And this is where, look at this guy.
Got a dangerous look about you. Hope you ain't here for me.
Don't worry about that, friend. I'm just here to take a look at the area. Seems like you've got a good vantage point up here. Look at that view. Look at that view. You can see the city out there. Heck, I'm pretty sure I see Trinity Tower. I think that's what that is. Might be mistaken. Maybe I'm not. Who knows? It's part of the fun. There's the full view of the sarcophagus right there. That's what I'm going to call it. Just like Chernobyl. Always got to make sure that you're reminding people of the things that happened. That way they don't make those mistakes again. In this post-nuclear setting, you tell people about things like Chernobyl. Really probably put things into perspective for them. I'll tell you what, it looks like we got a few people here that might not have much going on. He's got food. I'll tell you what, this fella right here, I think you would be perfect. Matter of fact, not even the trading shop. Let's go over here. Let's get you on the clinic. I think you're going to do a real good job for our community. I can't wait to see what you got in store for us. And looks like you don't got too much going on here, so I'll tell you what, I think you would be a perfect fit for the trading shop. Anyone else here? Maybe. Looks like most people are on the food for now. And you know what? That's okay. That's I think that's very smart of them, in fact. Make sure they're making a living. Providing food for everybody, that way everybody gets to eat. Now, you don't got too much going on now, so I'm going to go ahead. I know I said I wasn't going to work on the settlement, but you know what? I feel like we got people here. We might as well make sure that they're doing stuff. I'll tell you what, I like the look of them. I like the cut of their jib. So we're going to put them over here at the bar. I think that's going to be a perfect little place for them. But anywho, yep, that's my Starlight Drive-In. I hope you all enjoyed that. Let's go ahead. Let's step out of here. And let's continue on our little merry way. We're just about back at the Red Rocket, but I wanted to make that little stop just so I could show y'all one more little happy time before we move on. All this that's happening out here in the apocalypse, all the harsh things that are going on, all the things happening in the world that seem so scary. I'll tell you what, we have our safe spaces. We have our places where we can go and we can be safe. That is the most important thing. That is what makes life worth living. Just taking a nice little walk here along this road. We got Curie with us. Curie falling a little bit behind there. You gotta keep up with me there. I ain't gonna slow down now. I said you gotta trust me. Let's pick up that pace, girl. Yep. Really love that greenery mod. I think the greenery mod that adds all the plant life to the world just adds so much to the experience. Makes it so much more pleasant to look at. Just such a nice time. Such a nice time. I'll tell you what, I might be getting a little bit lost here. Let's take a look at the map. Okay, you know what, actually? I just gotta head north. And just head right up through here. Because as it turns out, we were actually right where we needed to be. Right here in Concord. Now, I'll tell you what, sometimes there's a bit of trouble that comes through here, so try and stay over here for the time being, but we're gonna keep our gun out. Keep out the Lincoln just in case. And for those of you who understand why I call it the Lincoln, respect to you. Just a little nod of respect to you for understanding that little reference. And for those who don't know, I don't want to leave you hanging. It's actually a reference to one of my favorite weapons in Fallout 3, the Lincoln Repeater. It's a unique weapon. It's Abraham Lincoln's old rifle, and it's one of the best guns in the game. One of my favorites, at least. One of my favorites to use. That gun is just all kinds of awesome. And, you know, I figured I would craft this weapon to kind of resemble it a little bit. I got other weapons too, of course, but this is definitely probably my favorite, I think. At least among them. And look at that, just a hop and a skip and one nice little chat away. Just talking about Fallout 3 a little bit. Just one weapon from it. That's all we were talking about. Just one little weapon from Fallout 3. Here we are. We're back home. Right back where we started. Ain't that funny? We've done so much in this little time together. But I've really enjoyed it. I hope you all have too. I hope you've had a good time here, and I hope that if you've been building settlements, you should post a video about it. I want to see your settlements. I want to see all the creativity that goes on when y'all are playing your games. So yeah, feel free to comment, leave little links to all the different videos that you got about your own settlements, maybe your own content. I just want to hear from y'all today, because it's just been a good time, and I feel like I've been sharing so much, it's time for other people to share. And you know, I think this is just the perfect little moment for us to end out on. So, from all of us here at The Joy of Gaming, it's been a wonderful little day today. I hope you've enjoyed the first 10 episodes, and I hope you're looking forward to all that's to come, because we really do got so much more ahead of you. I got so many ideas, I'm thinking about them right now, and I think that y'all are really going to love them. But for now, I hope that you have a wonderful and safe rest of your day and week. Take care, friends.